I've got actually some other topics. Now, one's kind of related to like video editing, but it's really another program. And this just actually come up a few days ago. And it's a third-party program for which you can use along with several of the popular video editing software such as Final Cut Pro 10, Premiere Pro, After Effects, and things like that. Now, what's unique about it is it used to cost $495. Now you can get it for free. You don't have to sign up for anything. You just go to the website and download it. And that's because the guy, West Plate, who's the co-founder and developer of Automatic Duck, it appears that he's actually going to be working with Adobe software. They're going to somehow integrate Automatic Duck with Premiere Pro. And let me see if I got something written down, what he said in there. And it says, West Place announced, we are unable to provide support at the same level as we have over the years, but we didn't want these plugins to go away as they remain useful. So if you can make use of these plug into your projects, enjoy. So, and actually, you know, I posted this on Mac Rumors, and there's actually a employee from Adobe Software replied this, which is Kevin Monahan, and he's the one that said that he linked us to an article on Adobe's website that says that they're going to be integrating Automatic Duck for importing and exporting. Now, actually, for you guys that don't know, Automatic Duck is kind of like it allows you to import and export to different programs. Usually it's for somebody working a video project, and you're going to use a lot of people, one for like audio, one for video, one for colorization, color correction. And so often what they got to do is they got to export it into other programs that other people work on. So you can often export the audio into Pro Tools, which is used for just audio editing, and import it back in. So what Automatic Duck allows you to do is just, you know, easy way of doing it, to be able to communicate with all these different software programs. So if you guys use it, you might want to just download it, because it's free right now. So you might as well get it if, you know, have one of these programs. So I thought that was very interesting. I wanted to let everybody know about that. And I got some more stuff, and this has to do with Flash Player. Actually, I got it from this is the one that Brad actually twittered out, which is a Tech AU news item. Flash Player 11.2 will do background updates, which is very similar to what Google Chrome does. You know, you won't usually normally see a pop-up saying a new version available. Do you want to download it? Just pretty much automatically does it in the background for you. And of course, other software does this as well. Like Microsoft does its security updates and operating system updates behind the scenes, but you can set it to do it manually as well. And I think one of the greatest advantages to this is, you know, recently there's been a lot of malware, especially on the Mac side, where you go to a website, like a malicious website, you click on a link and it'll ask you, well, it needs the newest update of Flash. So, you know, a user thinking, okay, so they download it, when in actuality it's a, you know, malware that you're actually downloading, installing yourself. So, of course, it's up to the people to know a little bit about it, because they may not realize that this future revision of Flash is going to do it automatically. So if they don't know and they see that link, they may still do it anyway. So hopefully the user will be informed enough to realize this in the future. And thought that was a pretty interesting story. And this is another one. Now, it's not exactly related to computer tech or anything, but it's kind of techy, I think. And this has to do with an asteroid. There's actually an asteroid coming close to Earth, November the 8th. And The name of the asteroid is 2005 YU55. Will just come inside the orbit of the moon. Now, the moon's about roughly 250,000 miles away, which is about 250,000 miles. But this asteroid is going to come closer than the moon by 50,000 miles, which is 200,000 miles. So that kind of makes you think, if you guys ever seen the movie Armageddon, you know, where they go on the asteroid to destroy it. And it's kind of funny, too. NASA's been doing some testing with taking a satellite, which they actually did this. They launched it into space, and they hit a moving asteroid with it. Just, so I'm guessing, supposedly, you know, if an asteroid is coming to Earth to destroy it, they've got a way to see if they could actually hit it with something like a nuclear missile or something like that. But I don't know. I'm kind of wondering if we can see this from space around November the 5th. That's going to be interesting to see. And I think, I got one more news item for you guys. And this has to do with a program called Winamp. And Winamp is, of course, it's been around for a long time, maybe even the 80s or 90s. And, of course, it was only available for the Windows platform. Now, supposedly, I think that at one time they had a Linux version. It never really maybe went to one version, I think. I can't remember. I think I played with it at one time. Now, Winamp is actually coming to the Mac platform. And it's not just because it's a Mac either. It's specifically a Mac Winamp for syncing Android phones. So if you're on a Mac platform computer and you want to sync it to a obviously not a iPhone, then this app might be good for you. Now, it also syncs with your iTunes. So if you want to put your iTunes songs on your Android device, you can do that too. Now, the only thing is, I actually downloaded it and looked at it today, and I noticed unless you really have an Android phone, it's really not worth having it, because there's it doesn't really have that much features at all. Yes, you can import some music and play the music file, but that's about it, other than syncing with an Android phone. You can't actually play internet music like the original. Of course, I'm comparing to the Windows version. You can't play shoutcast radio. You can't play internet radio. I think it's only even got in preferences, you only got like one option to change anything. So there's probably a lot better apps out there on the Mac just for internet radio. Even going through a website, like iTunes has its own internet radio built in, so at least you can get that. Now, the company that owns it right now, well, it used to be Nullsoft that owned Winamp. Now it's actually bought over from AOL software or station. Of course, they did the dial-up back in the early 80s, but they actually now own the Winamp. It's kind of funny. They also, they have their own radio streaming service through the internet, and I'm kind of wondering why they didn't integrate it with this new Mac version of Winamp, which really makes no sense. They also have an app called AOL Radio, which used to play on Mac computers. But with the new updated line, it doesn't work anymore, and it looks like they're not going to update that either. I think it's also available for the Windows as well. And we got some echoing. Probably not, because I got Skype turned off. And, actually I got it muted. So, yeah. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Now, AOL did say that they are going to try to implement more features into this Winamp syncing application. Hopefully add a lot of the features that you see from the Windows version, but we're going to see. in the future.